Welcome back, everyone, to our daily teachings and practice session, where we've been wanting to offer you some of the Buddha's teachings so that you can bring them to bear on this difficult situation. Today, I want to recap our last two sessions because it's important and worth hearing again. We've been practicing with the Noble Eightfold Path, and we've been practicing with the path factor of wise view. Wise view being classically defined as the wise view into the Four Noble Truths. And the last couple of times we've been looking at the third noble truth, this noble truth of the ending of suffering, and seeing how we can notice just short moments when there wasn't suffering, when the mind was not wanting or not wanting. And so the first day we looked at that, as we practiced both formally and informally during the day, just noticing when the mind is not wanting or not wanting, when it's just settled and content in the present moment, even if it's just for a second or two. Really starting to tune into that, not let those moments go by unnoticed. Because it's through the noticing them and the connecting with them that we allow them to deepen. And then yesterday brought this practice to the wake-up moment in our formal practice. When the mind is lost in thought, when it's just inhabiting the mind-made world, daydreaming, and then mindfulness arises and waking up happens. And to be very conscious of that moment and see, number one, that we're waking up. You're actually waking up. We're coming out of the dream. And number two, what we're waking up to, at least in that very first moment, is the mind that is free from suffering. There's no wanting or not wanting right in that moment of waking up. As I explained often, what will happen, we'll judge that moment, say, oh, there goes the mind again, oh, I'm wandering again, I can't do this, etc. And so then the judgment can come in and obscure that moment of just resting without wanting or not wanting in the present moment. And so we practiced with that, noticing, really bringing attention closely to those wake-up moments, both in formal practice, but also throughout our day. So let's go ahead now and do some of the formal practice and pay attention both to when the mind and heart is resting in the present moment, free from desires, just from the Satipatthana Sutta, free from desire and discontent in regard to the world. Noticing that they happen. They don't just happen to someone else, they happen to you, and you can be aware of them. So being aware of those moments, and then bringing close attention to the wake-up moment, when the heart and mind come back from being lost in the mind-made world. Hopefully suspending judgment so that we can recognize right in that moment the heart and mind free from wanting and not wanting. Okay, so settling into whatever posture you're going to take for this formal practice. And right in that settling into the posture, there's a natural bringing of the attention to the body, maybe letting the eyes close. And having a somatic awareness, meaning you feel the body, a somatic awareness of the body in the posture it's in right now. Maybe you notice where it's touching something, chair, floor. And just get this first general felt sense of the body. And with the attention connected to the body, we can go ahead and invite it to relax and soften. And as we keep the attention connected to the body as it softens and relaxes, and then we start to get a more intimate connection with the body, with the sensations of the body. Maybe at first we just felt the body as contact and pressure or heaviness. And now perhaps more fine-grained sensations appear as we settle into the body with the attention, tingling, vibrating, buzzing, pulsing. Beginning to connect with the energetic aliveness of this sentient life form. And for these moments when you are connected to the body in this way, just being aware, perhaps, of the absence of wanting and not wanting. Just sitting here, or whatever posture you're in, being aware of the body. And the mind is at ease, free from wanting and not wanting. Notice that. Experience that. We can also turn our attention to the sensations of the in and out breathing. Letting the rhythmic pattern of the breath help to calm the body even more. Being present for those moments when there's no demands on life to be different than it is. Starting to get a taste for the experience of the mind and heart, just resting at ease in the present moment, not compelled to want or not want. And the mind wanders off, and then it comes back, that wake-up moment. Bringing close attention to that moment to see that what we wake up to is actually the mind in the present moment, free from wanting and not wanting. Those can swoop in quite quickly, but for a moment, we may notice the experience of the third noble truth, this absence of craving, the ease and the coolness of the heart and mind, content. So good to spend even just a few minutes like this intentionally being with our experience. This is where the whole Buddhist path unfolds from, our ability to be with our own experience. And so moving throughout our day now, bringing this practice to these moments when we realize that we're present. Kind of, we're going about our day and maybe kind of lost in thought and about the future and the past, and all of a sudden we find ourselves present. We realize that we're aware of what we're doing. These are such important moments. We can see them, one type of personality might see these moments as, well, this is the lawful unfolding of the nature of things. The conditions were supportive for mindfulness to arise, so it naturally and lawfully arose. And that view is actually true. Someone else with maybe a more devotional type of personality might see those moments as grace. Waking up from the dream. Grace. Oh, I'm back. However it's held, bringing attention to those moments, letting them touch us, letting the heart and mind, called the chitta in the teachings, letting the heart and mind recognize its home. We start to get a taste for this, and we start to recognize, this is where I want to be. This is how I want to be. And in doing that, it strengthens it. So enjoy practicing with that today, because it is enjoyable. It's very enjoyable to be free from suffering, even for moments. And we'll be back tomorrow and look at some more of how this path factor of wise view and the noble truths can support our practice in these difficult times and always, really. Okay, I wish you well. Have a good day. Bye-bye.